So I have to, after opening all the sterile materials, you have to perform hand hygiene again. So assuming I finished, and you have to wear your sterile gloves. Tama siya. Anyway, I will fix it later. This is the time I can fix my kapal. Make sure to use your size, huh? This one is a little bigger to me. Anyway. So, I have to put the sterile drape over the patient's chest. Then, I have to fix this one. Grasp the tube with your sterile drape. You cannot touch it as it is unsterile already. Then, wipe it with alcohol. Before touching it, I have to prepare my heparinized syringe. Wait. So here, this is 10 ml. So I have to remove 5 ml of it for the Okay. So enough for my hep lock or heparin lock. 5 ml. I will ask someone to assist me to put the 0.1 ml of heparin or 500 units. Okay. And have it ready on the side. For you not to confuse with others, put it on the side, separate from the two normal saline. So grasp this tubing with sterile gauze and clean wipe with alcohol. 30 seconds for total. So 15 seconds if you will use 2 swabs in between. So since I don't have this Portacat is not having any heparin inside. It was flushed with the normal saline or the solution that you give. You have to check the blood return only until here, until this tube of the Uber needle, not to put or keep the blood come up here. You will just check the blood return with at least 1 ml or 0.5 ml. Enough to check that there is a good blood return, okay? As there is no heparin inside. And it was being used prior to the accessing. So aspirate at least 1 ml. There's good blood return. Now push it back. In same technique in the positive or turbulence technique or pulsating, as you can see. And then before finishing the 3 ml, flush it thoroughly by simultaneously clamping it, maintaining the positive pressure. Okay? Then swab again the site. Then second, flushing. And clamp. Then same, turbulence or pulsating. Then before finishing, okay. maintaining the positive pressure. Then finally, the heparin lock. This is the 5 ml with a heparin 500 units or 0.1. Okay, same. Then before finishing, okay. Then this time, I will now remove the outside dressing. I'm finished with a strict sterile, although I will avoid touching the center, but I will touch now the dressing, outside the dressing. So before that, I have to use an alcohol spray and instruct the patient to face away from you and cover the face as much as possible to avoid splashing of alcohol and inhaling the alcohol spray. So you have to explain, Baba Shwai, Malish, Lasem Kida, to loosen the dressing. Okay, enough to loosen the dressing, not too much also. So with this, start with loosen the dressing. Not to remove totally, okay, but just to loosen the dressing around. And then remove this one. Shwai Baba Malish. In reality, it's more easier to remove as this is dummy, no? It's more harder because this is rubber. So the sticker will stick on it too much, unlike in real patient. Okay, if it's too sticky, you can spray again with alcohol. But I will not do. Okay, so have it ready, not totally remove it. Okay, so here it's ready. Have a gauze fold and ready on your non-dominant hand. So when you access it, you use your dominant hand while maintaining or stabilizing it with your non-dominant hand. So same with the access, I will position it on my side and have my dominant hand grasp the wing, while my non-dominant hand with my index finger and thumb stabilizing this white part. This is a safe injection Uber needle, by the way. Once I pulled it, it will automatically lock. So it will keep me from having or committing the needle stick injury. So press it against. In the count of 3, you have to explain the patient that he or she has to take a deep breath to lessen the pain. So, Baba, Wahid, Ithnain, Talata, Mumkin Kod Nafas, Wahid, Ithnain, Talata. Perpendicular, huh? Okay. So, then release immediately, then press it. Not to, then here, make sure you have to, see. Okay, make sure you keep it in your kidney basin if you don't have what is this, sharp container near you. Keep it in the kidney basin and make sure not to forget that you have sharps in your kidney basins. And press it at least 1 to 2 minutes just to stop the small bleeding. Anyway, it's a small bleeding because once you remove the needle, the septum will close. Okay? But the outer skin, of course, you prick it. It's just like a needle prick. There will be a small bleeding just to stop it, enough to stop it with the gauze that you hold. Now, after 1 to 2 minutes, usually the blood will stop. And this time, you will use a chlorhexidine swab to clean. So in the same motion, transverse back and forth, starting from the middle, and then until you reach the surrounding area. Okay, press it against the skin. So press it, then press it against the skin for the solution to come out. Then start to do a transverse motion enough to scrub the skin again. And then away, transverse. Not to go back in the middle. Okay, enough to clean the area. And wait for it for at least 30 to 60 seconds to dry. And after that, use an offsite spray. This is an offsite spray. So what you will do for this one, you have to spray it outside first before spraying it the patient, because we consider the outer or the opening unsterile. Okay, so shake it and put it upside down. Spray it outside. Then that's the time you will spray it. But make sure, again, to explain the patient to face away from you and cover his or her face. Babashway, ana sawi bakak. So, it's in the center. Okay? So, wait for it to dry for some time, at least 1 to 2 minutes. Then, for after drying, you can now apply the band-aid or this bandage, small bandage, or Mepor. Okay. If you have gauze, you just try to clean the side, not the middle part. Okay. Then throw. Anyway, it will dry up easily. After that, you put it.
For this one, it will not dry, but for human body,
Yeah.
it will dry.
So it will dry easily, this outside spray. And then put it on the port. And do not forget to instruct the patient to remove it after 4 hours. Because sometimes they will come back after 2 weeks with the same band-aid, okay? You have to educate the patient that this must be removed after 4 hours, enough for 4 hours, okay? So just to stop the bleeding and observe also if there will be bleeding, but make sure they have to remove it, okay? Most of the time there will be no bleeding. And they have to remove it because it can harbor bacteria if it will be longer than the 4 hours or more than 1 day, this bandage. So after that, you will follow infection control protocol in waste disposal, educate the patient for the possibility of complications, and also document whatever you did, and have the patient appointment for his or her next flushing. Okay, make sure the patient is aware of the schedule of flushing of his or her portacat. Then document, and then the person who used this one, the staff, will also be the same person to dispose everything, as there are sharps. The only person who knows how many sharps and what are the sharps you throw in the kidney basin is the person who used it, okay? So clean it according to infection control, waste disposal. Then document. Thank you.